EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to one of the great cities of the world, London, England. Coming up, another installment of the NFL International Series, and it should be a great one, as it'll be the Minnesota Vikings taking on the Cleveland Browns. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis, ready for another installment.
All right, here we go, bitch. Let me take you to school again. I need you to get your pen and paper. You ready? Get in that ass. Talk to me. You were talking earlier, pussy.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Right to the air goes Sanders. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. That time he was looking for Jerry Jeudy. But it'll be 2nd down. You look at this defense for the Vikings. They come into this one rounding out the top 10 in the 10 spot against the run.
They've established themselves as a top 10 run-stopping unit in the NFL here in the early going. All signs point to me towards them continuing that throughout the
Lucky
season.
fuck. Lucky these fuckers can't catch with a damn.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. Looking to throw. Sanders. He'll try and do this himself. A wild throw there, and it is intercepted.
Damn, talk about luck. I got stuck to my guy. My guys can't catch. It's gonna be one of those games.
So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass.
Madden
That's a
fucking
great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them, and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense. That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for 2nd and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it 3rd and manageable? Or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
McCarthy, he'll set to throw it. They're going for Jefferson downfield. That's going to be...
Nah, bitch, nah. Stop that. Stop that. I'm gonna do that shit, dude. Fuck that, dude. Nah, bitch.
Multiple defenders in the area, and it winds up incomplete.
Third down from the gun, McCarthy. And that is incomplete.
That's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. From the shotgun, McCarthy. And it's going to be batted down. And we'll go the other way with the football. The Vikings unable to convert here on 4th. And that will force a turnover on downs. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Remember last time out they threw the interception on their first drive. Good news, their defense backed them up, so it's still 0-0 here as they begin their 2nd possession.
Yeah, and one great way to judge a defense. How do they handle what we call sudden change? When all of a sudden, it goes against their offense and have to run out in the field and try to put out the fire. Give this one great kudos for getting out there and not letting that interception lead to points. Excellent job by them defensively.
Ready? Tonka 19. 79 Broncos. 18 Rattler. 18 Rattler.
Throwing, Sanders. This throw nearly intercepted. Oh, a good D-lineman almost had it. But third down coming up.
And he's missed now in his first 4 passing attempts. The rhythm is just not there to begin this ball game.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. He'll try and do this himself. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first.
The Browns, first down. Cowboy, here we go, here we go.
On first down, here's Jenkins. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Sanders from the gun, he'll throw. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long. Facing some long odds here if they hope to convert, as they're well behind the original line of scrimmage. And pressure coming, and they got it once again. Say hello to Eric Kendricks. He gets the sack there.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long. Why are you calling play action?
Because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play-action sack.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done, because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
Now 3rd down and 7. Now McCarthy. And it'll find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Took him 5 tries, but he is able to complete that first pass of the game.
And could you hear the exhale all the way up here? Not just from him, coaching staff, offensive line, receivers. Now he's off the schneid. Can they get him going in a nice groove where he becomes a little more consistent during the football?
Because you missed those first 2, but you get up the 0 for 4 range. That can be a little tricky, but able to settle in, hopefully.
Yeah, now you won't have any confidence issues. Now you kind of get it back even with just 1 throw.
From the 41, here's 2nd down and 2. They'll go again to Jones. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. To the air with McCarthy. They'll fire deep, looking for more. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things, get back to what works.
And that will bounce out of bounds before they can get a return going. The Browns drive about to get started. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. And they're able to get this one across the 35. One play has into the 37 here for 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
This one out quickly to Watkins. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup.
First down. First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
We're scoreless after one. The start of the second quarter, and it's the Browns in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Okay, ready? Hurt! 60 Vikings, 60 Vikings, 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles! Don't hey, we got to switch it up,
Oh, give up the middle, Junkins. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3. The Browns have 1 and 3 here in the early part of the year. They were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they could have been feeling good. They get the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down.
First and 10.
Off the bootleg, here's Sanders. Now a run, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Jonathan Greenard running in to pick up the sack. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Here's Sanders. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. The Browns on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Now Sanders. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss. On 4th down on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. And you can't do it much better than that. This ball kicks out of bounds at the 4-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. And that's good for a gain of 6. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. Here's McCarthy. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. So after a scoreless first quarter, we at least finally get some points on the board.
But it can't be what either of us expected, can it?
No, the safety's not what you expect for the first points of the game, but one of the goose eggs is gone. Fielded at the 20. Cleveland offense ready to go. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
He'll get this into the hands of the rookie from Texas. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Okay, ready?
An inside run with Jenkins. They'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
They'll stay on the ground with Jenkins. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, and defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. Sanders to throw. He'll swing this out to Jenkins. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left. Sanders setting up the screen for Jenkins. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. 8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. Throwing again, it's Sanders. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. They'll run from the gun. It's Jenkins. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime.
Let's go. 19, 18, 18.
On play action, here's Shadur. Cardinals in there, thrown back over the middle, and it's intercepted. And the Vikings are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they'll begin inside their own 10, so field position certainly not in their favor here. Throwing to start the drive. McCarthy going underneath. He's got Hawkinson. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Operating from the gun, McCarthy. That is incomplete.
There's an incompletion ball, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
McCarthy operating from the gun. Looking left side, he's got him in. That's more. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say, we'll see what happens. So on 4th down, on is the punter, Ryan Wright. .44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. This is taken at the 23. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. As they say here in London, all to play for as we are back underway in the second half. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No. But you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there, just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
From the 35, here's 2nd and 3. Looking to throw McCarthy. Throw left side, taken in by Jefferson. And Jefferson's going to have the Vikings first down as the tackle is made at the 28-yard line. And inside give to Jones. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. Now to bring up 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and
Operating from the gun, McCarthy. And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Vikings have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is...
Shit, I didn't know we could no huddle nonstop. Alright, let's do this. You little fucker.
Team ready, and the Vikings move it away. A good-looking return set up here. And he'll have this pass. Prior to going out of bounds. The Browns drive about to get started. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything different with it just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
Play action. It's Sanders. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Isaiah Rodgers. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ballgame.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now.
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
Fights through him. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. 58 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. Veteran running back like him, we've seen a lot of those chunk carries in his career.
And that's why you don't just look at his birth certificate and decide when a guy is done, right? Because you know as well as I do, in this league, as soon as you hit 30, they're looking to let you go if you're a running back. Sometimes there's a little tread left on the tires.
And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. That sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. Again, it's Jones. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. In motion comes the tight end left. 3rd and goal, McCarthy. And that is incomplete.
You know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Will Reichard on for the field goal. A 7-yard attempt.
And his kick is indeed good. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. So they got the turnover started with great field position, but in the end, the defense able to hold firm, and they only get 3 out of it.
And I like what you said right there. That defense able to hold firm, backed up into the shadow of their own end zone. Goalpost right behind them. They had to make sure they didn't give up the 6. And boy, they came through in a big way. To them, even though they gave up 3, that's a win for their side.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. Now, this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive. Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw is Sanders. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence. The big plays are out there.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
But based on the play we just saw there, he might not be the guy you want to challenge in coverage on these all-important snaps. He certainly looks dialed in right now.
On the handoff, this is Jenkins. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and in Viking territory. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. To throw now, here's Sanders. That is caught. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 28. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Now they show jet sweep it instead. They run up the middle here. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple and that's it. And they'll come up 2nd and 7. Back to throw. Sanders. This one is complete to Jenkins. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. They'll look to throw here on first down. Touchdown! A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Browns are able to get a score back in the final stages of this 3rd quarter. Coaches must really like to see that from the quarterback because he's had the interceptions in this game, but they're able to connect on the touchdown pass.
And teammates love to see that because they know that they miss blocks during a game, but they come back and make them later on. They miss tackles, right? They miss making plays, but the spotlight is magnified on your quarterback. And when he stands up to the pressure and comes back and throws a touchdown pass after throwing some picks earlier, they feel great about that guy.
And likewise for him personally, as a rookie quarterback, has to give him more confidence. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half. And he'll be taken down after a decent gain, and that will bring us to the end of this 3rd quarter of play. Welcome back now here in London. Knotted up here at 10. That's our score as we begin quarter number 4. From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd and 3. Up the middle, Jones. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. 76 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Back into Jones. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. 12 more yards there and another first down.
And the Vikings first down.
Throwing is McCarthy. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And down he goes. The second back right around the 41-yard line. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up second. McCarthy, he'll set to throw it. Complete. Jefferson the target. A good pickup there. 13 yards as they get closer for third down. From here, it would be a 45-yard field goal attempt. Certainly in range, but they'll look for more yardage on third down. Now McCarthy. And that is incomplete. Well, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's fourth down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
And he is out of bounds as they'll start past the 30. The Browns drive about to get started. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this fourth quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. They'll start on the ground with Jenkins.
You switched off, you pussy.
I think they put together a job description for a middle linebacker. We would start with being able to hold down things in the middle of the line of scrimmage and be able to take on blockers. But how about the guys who can go sideline to sideline and make plays?
Love a guy that can do that. We saw a perfect example of it right there. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. A big play in this football game. Third down and 1. They'll try and run here with Jenkins. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on third and the yard. Throwing, Sanders. Checks it down to Jenkins. And he'll get 2 or 3 out of that one as that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. They'll come up now on second down.
Ready.
They go play action now. Sanders completes to Njoku. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Come on, come on.
Back to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 30.
That's good. First down. First and 10.
Back to throw. His throw incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion. So I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up third down. He'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. It'll come from the right hash. It's a 47-yard attempt. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the fourth as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here's 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. Gets past one man. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. All 3 timeouts still at their disposal. Here's 1st and 10 now. From the shotgun to give to Jones. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. As the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the fourth. Again, this to Jones. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Well, here's a big one. You can just feel it. This is 3rd down now. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Oh, look at this. It's intercepted. Picked up by Grant Delpit. The 20. 5. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line.
Panther 60, Panther 60.
And they will take a knee and set up what would be a potential game-winning field goal try. And now they're going to get the timeout. So a huge play has them in field goal range with a chance to possibly send this one to OT. So this is certainly a tough test here in the early career of the rookie kicker. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. And now it all rests on the right foot of their kicker. 2 seconds on the clock. This for the win. And the kick is good. The young rookie coming through like a 10-year vet. And it's pandemonium in the dog pound as the Browns are going to win the football game. So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. And a little bit of a surprise, they lose the turnover battle, but wind up winning the ball game.
And this is very unusual because you know all teams stress winning the turnover battle as a key indicator to winning ball games. So when you get something that goes against the grain like the one we saw here, it's quite the oddity. Now, let's face it, they'll be very happy that they pulled this off, but they do know that in the future, they've got to work on taking care of the football because this won't happen very often.
So for Cleveland,